There has never been a better time than now to come join the Bellicio Foods team. Bellicio has a new contract in place with plenty of awesome perks for their employees. From increased wages, access to the free health clinic, vacation after 6 months, and much more, Bellicio Foods is committed to putting their employees first. For more information or to apply, visit Belliciofoods.com/careers. Take advantage of these great new employee benefits and join the Bellicio team today. Visit Belliciofoods.com/careers to learn more. Never have our community heroes been more worthy of recognition than today, and Wendy's is here to show thanks for all they do with a free breakfast for a year giveaway. Starting Monday, November 15th through December 9th, we want you to nominate the individuals you feel have gone above and beyond. Just go to yourtotalmedia.com/community heroes and give us a line or two about why someone you know deserves free Wendy's breakfast for a year as part of Wendy's Thank You Thursdays campaign throughout this holiday season. That's right, our community heroes have the opportunity to win free breakfast for a year from Wendy's, which includes a delicious breakfast combo. We'll select a community hero every week on Thursday, and you'll hear their inspiring stories on the air. You can nominate anyone who's made an impact in our community. Wendy's wants to reward our dedicated and hardworking individuals because these heroes have kept our communities together and running. Make your nomination today at yourtotalmedia.com/community heroes, and Wendy's will be providing free breakfast for a year to those deserving individuals.
Morning.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's Monday. It's raining.
Is.
Woo-wee. Boy,
Is.
is this a Monday.
Yep.
Welcome to the morning show. We appreciate you all tuning in this morning. Kind of a somber day here.
Yeah.
But we have so many things to talk about. But I think that if you stay tuned, we're going to have a tribute to our good friend Bart Wiseman, who passed away unexpectedly over the weekend, and we're all so very, very sad for him and for John and Connie, and of course Megan, one of my best friends since kindergarten. I mean, good grief. Yeah. So we'll get to that in a moment, but we did want to tell you about some of our great events that happened over the weekend.
There's so much Christmas.
Goodness, it was Christmas weekend. Overload.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what did you do? Did you check out any of the Christmas stuff this weekend, or did you do your own thing?
I didn't. We were actually out of town Saturday, so I did not get to participate in any of our local Christmas things. So yeah, I missed it. Yeah.
Well,
I hated that.
I had a day full of Christmas.
I'll bet you did.
I wasn't at everything, and it's Monday, so we don't have everything together yet. So we'll just touch on a couple of the events that I was at. I don't have a photo of this. I should have put this picture in there. I didn't think about it. But we started our day off on Saturday with breakfast with the Grinch at the
pancakes for everyone
at the Liberty Theater in Oak Hill.
I'll bet that was fun.
So this featured green pancakes.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, so they put green food coloring in the pancakes. So the pancakes were green.
That's great.
And they were also serving Grinch juice, which was it was pineapple juice with green food coloring in it, I think.
Nice.
So that was very good.
Wait, how did your teeth fare? Did you come out with green teeth? Or?
I didn't look in the mirror, so I don't know. I don't think it was an issue, but it might have been. And then, of course, the Grinch was there, and I'm not going to out him, but I will say that the man behind the green face that day was on the show last week. So you can figure that one out on yourself.
Was he a good Grinch or a bad Grinch?
He's a pretty good Grinch. Those kids, dude, they were little kids showing up like all decked out in like all Grinch gear. Aww. And had like Grinch dolls and stuff like that. It was really cute. It's really funny. So that was a lot of fun. And then we came up to Jackson. I do have a photo of this, and we went to the Park's Edge Holiday Market.
Yes, and look at that. It looks like they had a wonderful turnout.
Dude, it was awesome. There was so much.
Good.
It was really cool. We bought a lot of stuff. We bought a bunch of copies of the Chamber of Commerce Jackson coloring book.
The coloring book,
So we got those for all the kids in the family and stuff like that.
That's really fun, and that was such a good idea Kelsey had and put together. And I think that the kids will really enjoy that.
Yeah, so those are really cute. They're $5 each. If you missed out on getting them Saturday, you can just contact the chamber through Facebook or email or whatever. And
if you don't know what we're talking about, our Jackson Area Chamber of Commerce had local businesses give some sort of image. Like Archie and Eddie's, I think I gave them the painting that my mom did of Archie and Eddie sitting side by side. I think Archie has a cheeseburger, or Eddie has a cheeseburger. And anyway, so local businesses gave an image to kind of represent their business. And then they took that, put the images in this coloring book, and are selling it. So it's really fun.
It's big too. I think there's like 60 pages.
Are there really? That's so wonderful.
It's really a lot. Don't quote me on that number, but it's more. It's bigger than you probably think it is. So so
that should be in everybody's stocking.
Yeah, that's a super cute Christmas gift for kids, and also just kind of a fun keepsake thing.
Yeah,
and so then I also, after the holiday market, went to the Oak Hill Christmas parade, and that was nice.
Wow, you were all over the place.
Yeah, I did not get out of bed yesterday. I stayed in bed all day yesterday. I was really tired. So the Oak Hill Christmas parade was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It featured fire trucks. It featured Festival of Flags Queens. They
had the Jeeps, right? There were some Jeeps in it?
Yes. Yeah. Lots of Jeeps. 4-H queens, all that kind of good stuff.
Good.
So that was a lot of fun. And then my parents went to the Hensler
the open house
in the evening.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any photos of that. I was right there, but I didn't go inside, so I haven't really gotten to see that yet.
I can't wait.
I'm told it's pretty awesome.
Oh, I've been told it's pretty breathtaking. So thank you to them for taking an older home and restoring it back to the way it should be done. So.
Yeah, so that
the Henslers.
Yeah, so that looked really pretty. And then we moved over to the Jackson Christmas parade.
Love that.
Was Saturday
Santa
evening.
Is there.
It's the Wellston Lions Club Santa float.
I want to thank the Wellston's Lions Club for hossing Santa around quite often because he gets tired.
I have never pulled a parade float before, but it seems like that would be a challenge. Like pulling it through the parade, one thing, getting it from Wellston
point A
to
point B, yeah.
What
how does it not all blow off?
You take that thing on the highway?
Yeah.
How fast are they?
I don't know.
Are they going 5 miles per hour down the highway too?
That's fair because
how do they get it here?
I don't know.
And it seems like it would fall apart.
It does feel like that, yes.
Yeah.
But look how gorgeous that is. And the Lions Club float, of course, will be around. I know here in Jackson, Santa will be back on Sunday, December 19th and the 20th.
Okay.
On the float.
Okay.
Traveling around the different city streets. And I know the kids really look forward to that. And then Santa will be in his house as well on Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays here in Jackson.
Awesome. And then, so after that parade, everybody goes to the park, and it was a madhouse.
I can imagine.
Because the Santa house, the tree lighting, all that stuff. So the tree lighting happened, the fireworks happened. It was all super beautiful. I got one photo of the fireworks here to share with you.
Aww, I love that.
Yeah, it was really cool. First time I'd watched it from the park.
Yeah.
Really cool. We have a video of the fireworks and the tree lighting ceremony that's on the Telegram Facebook page, on the Total Media YouTube page, and I think the Total Media YouTube page, and I believe we shared it to the Main Street TV Facebook page too. So that's out there. If you missed the fireworks, you can go back and check that out.
That's so good.
Yep.
There was just so much stuff going on in all of our local municipalities over the weekend. And we hope that you got to get out and do some festive things. And so when they turned on all the trees in Jackson then, and it didn't Clark Griswold, like they didn't not come on or anything.
No, it was pretty smooth.
Good.
It's one of those things where they do this big drum roll and countdown and everything. It's
please come on.
It's going to be one dead bulb and the whole thing's not going to work. But it worked. It all came on. Looked beautiful.
Good. And
Lots of fun.
It is lots of fun. And I've been seeing a lot of pictures too of folks headed down to Gallipolis. And if you have not been down to see the Gallipolis and lights, it is.
I saw someone posted a video
my gosh.
from like a boat going down the river.
Oh
my gosh. It looks like an amusement park.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yep.
It's really amazing. But yeah, I'm planning on going down there this week sometime, hopefully.
Yeah, I think so. I told Jamie I wanted to get down there and just see it. And
dude, it's so amazing.
It's
like
gorgeous.
I don't mean to like knock the Jackson.
Oh, that's
lights
not
in
knocking
any
anything. I mean, this is like the best Christmas display within.
Right. Well, Jackson, like the fireworks are like the highlight of their tree lighting.
Mm-hmm.
The fireworks are just like an extra thing in Gallipolis.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
It's just like one more
It's just
thing.
one more additional thing that they do.
Dude, it's amazing.
It's
really amazing.
Insane.
And they moved all those trees this year. I don't know if you've seen this. So the individual trees, they used to line the sidewalk.
The pathway.
Right. And they've moved them down to the boat dock.
Oh.
Right. So all the trees are down closer to the water now.
Gotcha.
And I think they just did it to make more space for people, like in the actual park.
Yes.
Because it's just so crowded and there's so many wires and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's a big event.
So it's even spread out over an even larger area this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, very good. So yeah, if you haven't been down there, check that out. Check all of our local, municipalities out, and everybody has the trees and the parks and things decorated. So you don't have to travel very far to be able to see some beautiful lights and maybe get in the spirit a little bit.
Yep.
So, did you have anything else exciting?
That
you always have some great stuff.
That pretty much filled out my Christmas festivities for the weekend.
I assume that we have some coverage from Wellston too.
Right.
You just didn't make. You're only one human.
I didn't go to any of the events in Wellston. I assume Phil and Red probably covered Wellston and MacArthur, but it's Monday morning and people
just haven't gotten to it yet.
Just haven't organized things yet.
Yeah.
So, but of course, that will all be in the Telegram on Wednesday, and we'll talk about it later in the week on here.
And it will be. And, again, we are so fortunate to have so many local people doing wonderful things this time of the year, whether it be, focusing on the lights and the decorating or the giving aspect of it. There's so many different organizations collecting toys and, doing these food boxes and it just goes on and on and on. And, that's what small communities are about, I think.
Yeah.
That's what makes us stand out and makes us wonderful.
Yep.
So, anything else we needed to do news-wise, or?
That's all I've got.
Okay. Yeah. So, really, really sad news that broke yesterday morning with the loss of our good friend and everybody in the world's good friend. It seems to be Bart Wiseman. Of course, son of former Wellston Mayor Connie Pelletier and of our own John Boy, and also husband now of one of my best friends in the world, Megan Peters. And, there's not a lot to say. Bart was a character.
That's true.
Everyone loves him.
Yep.
And that's very evident by all of the tributes that you're seeing pop up everywhere. But there's very few people in the world that, I was thinking about him this morning, that like literally unapologetically live their life. And he did. And I thought that was that's what made him so special.
Yep. He was definitely him.
Definitely him, unapologetically, and I thought that was awesome. And I also think that, we all want to be remembered for something, right? Like you want to be good at something. You want to make a difference in people's lives somehow. And he shared his gift of music with so many different people throughout the years. And that was his God-given talent. And of course, he worked on it a lot too. Yeah. But some people just have that gift, and I believe that Bart certainly did, and he was not stingy with his gift. And he was on the show not too long ago, and
back in September.
Yeah, back in September, talking about the Apple Festival.
Jackson County Roots concert.
Yeah, the Jackson County, thank you, Roots concert. And that was held at the Lillian Jones Museum. Bart performed some songs for us.
Mm-hmm.
And so, there's been many, many different things that he's done over the years. He played at the stock room, I think on Friday. He played a benefit Saturday.
Yeah.
And, he was always sharing his love and his gift of music to the world. And that was awesome.
Yeah. You mentioned him playing the stock room Friday. So a little bit of the story behind that. I think I told you this story earlier. So the band that played at Stockroom on Friday night, a while back, their drummer had gotten sick, and they were kind of like looking like kind of getting a different drummer every gig they had, kind of thing.
Yeah, like just trying to find a fill-in.
And no surprise, it was Bart that jumped up and said, "I'll play the drums with you guys." So cool. So I don't think anybody knew that he was going to be in that band until he. I didn't even know
Bart played the drums, I guess. So
I don't know if there's anything he didn't play.
That's true. So we just want you to know our thoughts are with you all out there, and we'll miss him. He's a good dude, but we do have some kind of tribute fun stuff. We thought, I know Bart, and I know that he would have never wanted anyone to sit around and feel sorry and be sad. Yeah. So we want to pull out some, and James, thank you for doing that. Pulled out some fun times we had with Bart and and him sharing his gift.
Yeah.
With you.
So let's start off. This was the last time Bart was on WKOV with Matt. This is also back in September. Promoting the Jackson County Roots concert.
Okay.
I this video makes me laugh because Bart stood in such a way that Matt had to be in between him and the camera.
It's just kind of Matt's head.
Matt's just sort of like awkwardly ducking down the whole time. And I don't know. I just think it's really funny. So here's Bart on WKOV back in September promoting the Jackson County Roots.
Love it.
Leon Redbone, that's one of his songs that I learned, but I'll do a different one besides
It's all good.
Are you ready?
Let's hit.
All right.
Turn me down, so.
Why won't you kindly tell me why you always leave me high and dry and give all the other boys attention, dear? You know I want you near me, hear me. You'd be so blissfully pleasing if you stop your teasing. If you'd only tell me why, I'll be true. Through and through, why are you so captivating? Why are you so aggravating? And for me, I must keep on waiting patiently. You know there's lots of kissing that we're missing. I'd like to hear you say the things that you used to whisper. Oh, why? Tell me why, baby, why? Why are you so aggravating? Why are you so captivating? Why must I keep on waiting patiently? There's lots of kissing that we've been missing. If you just say those words I've been missing, why won't you tell me why? The night was kind of dark, you'd hardly see. The moon refused to shine. Couple sitting underneath the willow tree. Oh, how their hearts did pine. Little maid, she's kind of afraid of darkness. She says, I think that I'll go. boy looks at the sky, looks up at the moon on high, and told that moon his tales of woe. Shine on, harvest moon, up in the sky. I ain't had no loving since January, February, June or July. It's no time, ain't no time to sit outdoors and spoon. Shine on, harvest moon, for me and my gal.
There we have it. A little bit of.
Love that.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Absolutely love it. And again, love our friend Bart, and we're going to miss him quite a bit.
Yeah.
So another video that you pulled up is actually from when he is doing the concert with for the 60s concert. So you have, no offense, fellas, young guys singing with a bunch of old guys.
Yeah.
But the 60s concert is fantastic. They've been doing it for the past couple of years to raise money for Rock for Tots. And
that just happened like 3-4 weeks ago.
it did just happen.
Yeah, it was like the week before Thanksgiving, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
So they just did that. Huge fundraiser,
Just did
both
it.
for Rock for Tots and for the Marquee.
And wildly successful. And again, if you don't know the the story behind that, Rock for Tots kind of started or run by our good friend Paul Pollard, who is lives over in the Chillicothe area, works tirelessly over there for music and arts and things like that. But he started this again to raise money for kids and Christmas, and so he distributes not just in the Chillicothe area, but he's gotten this Rock for Tots has gotten so big that they're able to help out kids all over our area, and I think that's fantastic. But Bart, of course, donated his time and, of course, his talents to that concert as well, the 60s concert. And he sings, what, House of the Rising Sun? Is that what we're going to hear?
That's what we're going to hear.
That's one of my favorite performances of his.
Matt played this on WKOV a little earlier this morning.
He kills it.
Yeah. And shout out to Kyle Fannin, who did the audio engineering for this.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you did the video, right?
I did the video.
So thank you.
Yep. You're welcome.
Thanks for that, too. Well, let's get to it.
All right, here it is. Remembering the 60s, House of the Rising Sun.
In New Orleans, where they call the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. My mother she sold my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down on New Orleans. The only thing that a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's all drunk. been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one.
One of my favorites.
Yeah.
Love that. He kills that song.
I've listened to that a lot.
Yeah.
Because I edited the video and everything. I still enjoy listening to it.
yeah, like still in awe over it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, our final kind of tribute, I guess, a little bit longer to Bart, and is our interview with him where he was promoting once again the Jackson County Roots concert that was held during the Apple Festival at the Lillian Jones Museum, and to hear him and how excited he was, and his love of music and the people involved in it comes through so much, I feel like, in this video. And you'll get to see that. And I guess then we'll get out of here. But we just want to thank you, Bart, for, sharing your gift with us.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yeah. And we love y'all out there. So let's head on over to that interview. And we'll see you, I guess, back here tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Thanks for watching.
You're welcome.
Have a seat, brother.
Thank you.
Good friend Bart Wiseman is in the house.
You, Jennifer.
Oh, well, thank you for
Hello,
being here.
TV land.
Heck yeah. First off, congrats on your your new nuptials.
Thank you so much.
Picked a fine lady.
She's amazing.
Yeah, so...
She's such a driven woman.
yes,
So
she
sweet.
is.
Opposite of me.
No. Hey, behind every good man is a wonderful woman, right?
That's right. Well, I don't know if I'm a good man, but she's a good woman, for sure.
No, Bart married one of my best friends in the whole world, Megan, and so happy to hear about that. And you kind of surprised us all a little bit, but that's all right.
It was a surprise to us also. Really.
So good.
I've known her all my life, and we'd never been on a date. It was never anything like that. It's a surprise to us, too.
Hey.
Pretty wonderful. Wonderful. It's bliss. Been bliss.
That's what she said, too. So that's awesome. Love it. Love it.
For sure.
All right. So during the Apple Festival this week, there's going to be some fun things going on, and that's going to be down at the Lillian Jones Museum.
The Roots Festival.
That's right. And Bart here is one of our premier, if not the premier, but one of the premier musicians here in our area. And you will be playing down there this week, along with a whole lot of other folks.
Yes. Me and Jordan Lombardo and Jason Hogue, we have a band called the Honey Robbers, which is your T-shirt. You can open that up and show the logo if you want.
He brought me treats.
Yeah, merch.
I love it. Wait,
swag.
There it
they
is.
say, right?
Swag. That's right. It's so nicely folded. I don't want to mess it all up.
No, that's not me. That's Megan.
Okay.
Right?
Thanks, Megan.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're looking forward
The
to
Honey
playing that.
Robbers. Okay, cool.
The Honey Robbers.
Ooh, it's one of those soft ones
Yes. And I'm also playing with the Weegians. I'm playing guitar with the Weegians on Tuesday on the Colorado stage. Is it still the Colorado stage? Is that right?
too. It is
Second
actually the what did we say? General Mills stage now.
Okay, my
I believe.
mistake.
No, it's fine.
General Mills,
It's
great.
just different this year. Since
We got to mention the sponsor.
Yeah.
Colorado's. Yeah. Not
I love it. Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome.
Yeah. Where'd the name come from?
Yes. Megan again.
Oh, this is why she and I don't hang out much, because we get ourselves into all kind of trouble.
Yes.
I love that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping me promote, and thank you for having me on.
Oh, absolutely. So, is it going to be all week long that people are performing down there at the museum?
Just Friday, I think. No, Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday, okay.
and Friday, yeah. Probably 15 artists, 15, 20 artists. All the good guys from around here, all the good ones.
And that's the whole thing. It's called Jackson County Roots. And what does that mean? It's not just a really cool logo. It means, people from our area, our local musicians and artists.
From here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And I think that's fantastic. Gonna have a beer garden there.
Well, thank heavens.
be selling the 6 cents beer.
Yes, that's right.
So that's fantastic. And
the Russian Imperial Stout, you guys have that there?
I doubt we take that one down.
You have a growler you can send for me?
I'll see what I can do about that.
That's my favorite.
Okay.
Or something dark, really.
Something
I'm not
dark.
partial. It's something dark.
I'll see what I can do for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Pays to have good friends.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you. How's your husband Jamie doing?
He's doing well.
How
thank
about
you.
Randy?
He's great.
Great.
Yep. Yep.
Randy's a Hamden boy. I'm from Hamden.
Yep.
And you tell him I said hello, please.
I will. Yep. That's the big chief, Randy. That's right. Jamie's dad.
He teaches us how to conduct the business.
That's right. Big old teddy bear, that one.
Always good dude. Always been sweet to me. Always been good to me.
Yeah.
Randy's always been sweet.
He's a good guy.
Yes,
He
for sure.
certainly is.
He hired me one time at the old place.
Oh, yeah.
It was so much fun. Always
Down
a
at
good
Courtside.
time. Yep. And I got a room at the old hotel, the William and Mary. What is it?
Yes.
Pink and black tile in the bathroom. It's like a 1950s kid. So fun. Such a great room.
Yeah.
Always fun.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Always fun.
Absolutely. All right. So you brought your guitar.
Resonator, bell brass.
So what? Okay.
This is different.
What is that?
It's called a resonator.
Okay.
It's got a thing inside that looks just like a speaker, and in effect it is, and it predates the speaker.
Really?
It predates the electric speaker, so it's much louder
Oh, it is.
than a normal thing, and it's just got this particular tone. It's not a tune, but yeah, it's fun. Yep,
Love
super fun.
it. Very good. And so you'll be having that there with you?
Probably
Maybe?
not.
No?
Probably electric guitar or acoustic guitar.
Oh, that's right.
This thing is hard to amplify.
That's what I was going to say. You can't get it out there.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it's loud acoustically, but to put electronics in it's so much more money than it cost, and it was already so expensive. So we'll figure it out one day.
One of these days.
One day we'll get it.
That's right. So what are y'all going to be playing?
We've been doing such an eclectic mix of music. We will go from Lionel Richie all night long to Ernest Tubb to Hank Williams
Love this.
to Phil Collins. We've been doing Peter Gabriel, like wanna be sledgehammer. We did such an eclectic mix. Everything that you can imagine, we're doing.
Very good. That's what it's all about, you know. It's like
try
some
to make
sing-along
everybody happy.
stuff and making everybody happy. Yep.
Everyone, yep. A lot of people that do blues, or we make the joke that we do both kinds of music, country and western. Right?
I get ya.
But we try to do a little bit of everything. Make them all happy. Yep.
That's amazing. Were you going to play something for us today?
If you'd like.
Heck
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
let's do it.
Any particular things you want to hear? Any requests? Maybe
Alright.
James has got a request. Any favorites you know of mine, James?
I don't know, man. You just threw down that you could play Lionel Richie.
You want to hear Lionel Richie too?
Yeah.
I'll do a little bit of one then. The sad one instead of the happy one. Is that okay?
Heck yeah.
Okay. I'll try a little bit. I haven't done this in a while. And I got the words in front of me because I'm getting old and it's hard to remember all the lyrics to all those songs. I probably know
I was going to say, my God,
4,000 or 5,000 songs.
Yeah.
And if I learn a new one of the old ones goes away.
It's like a computer, you know. It only has so much space, and therefore.
Well, it's not like a computer at all. It's like, I only equate this with a computer. Believe me, it's a soft sponge more like it. The older I get, for sure. Let's try this here. My little stand. Make sure I'm in tune. Been alone with you inside my mind. In my dreams, I've kissed your lips 1,000 times. Hello, I just gotta let you know. Though I see it in your smile, I can see it in your dreams. Are you somewhere feeling lonely? Or is someone loving you? Tell me how to win your heart. I haven't got one clue. Let me start by saying I love you. Hello, my voice is cracking. Is it me you're looking for? Oh, it's been a rough morning.
I love that.
My voice is cracking a little bit, so excuse me for it, but we'll sail through.
It's too early for a musician to be singing.
It really is early for that, for sure.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so good.
It also fits with this one. I've been doing this instrumental. Name that tune.
I was going to say it's MASH.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Very good. You got
Yeah.
it. The name of the song is Suicide is Painless.
No way.
It was written by the producer's 14-year-old son at the time. And the lyrics,
What?
The lyrics are terribly dark. Terribly dark, but it's a great song. Classic. Yep.
Nobody knows that there's lyrics to that song.
Oh, there are. Suicide is painless, and it brings on many changes. I can take it, I can leave it if I choose.
Whoa.
Pretty dark, sorry.
No, that's interesting.
Yep. There's like 7 verses too.
It's kind of scary that a 14-year-old whipped that out.
Right? In the 70s.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah.
But it's a great song. Great
Yeah.
song. My dad used to love MASH, and I hated it at the time. I'm like, oh, we gotta watch MASH.
Why is
But now
that?
when I watch it, it's so good.
It's just a kid doesn't understand.
The jokes were too fast.
Yes.
Alan Alda doing Groucho Marx the whole time. It's way too fast for me as a kid. But now I get it.
You haven't lived enough.
That's it. That's exactly right.
To watch MASH, you have to have had lived
Yep.
some more than being a kid.
That's exactly right.
Yep, for sure.
How's the show going? You still have fun? Dude, you've been doing this a long time now.
We have been like 20 some years, I
mine's
think,
been
or
that
something
long?
like that. Yeah. So yeah, it's great. We love it. We love our fans out there, and you know, it's funny because you don't know who's out there,
That's it.
and it's the best when I get to, especially with the restaurant and whatever. It's like kind of my way to talk to people, and know that they're out there because they're like, hey, you said blah 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 the other day, or you brought
That's
up
right.
blah 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 the other day, and that happened to me, or and
Yep.
you're like, oh cool, someone else listening, or I'll get a text message from a friend that lives in South Carolina
Yes.
or Florida or something, and
They're watching.
they're watching.
They're
and I'm
watching.
like, cool.
I do a live show on Facebook
Yes.
every Tuesday at 7. So when I'm watching, there may be 15 or 20 people actively watching at the time.
Right.
But you don't know how many thousands of people are watching after the fact because it's always there. It's still on my page. People come all the time.
Correct.
And when John was still working at the station, people would come and say, oh, I heard your song on the radio. What a great feeling that
Oh.
is when someone says that to you.
So amazing.
It makes it worth doing it when the times are rough,
And that's right. And sometimes you sit here and you think, oh God, I'm
I
just
don't
talking to
wanna do it.
myself.
Don't
or,
want to do this again.
like I just don't know.
Yep.
And then
Who's
you
listening?
go to Walmart and somebody comes
people.
up, some little kid, comes up and
Oh, the
says,
kids
hey,
are the best. That makes
hey,
you feel the best.
oh my gosh, hi. I was watching
You're
you.
the celebrity then, right? That is a good feeling.
It is.
really is.
Well, it's just like if you make a difference in one person's life or teach them something or make them smile for 10 seconds, then it's all worth it,
Amen.
So,
I put up a video the other night. Barton stayed all night with me and his nephew, or his cousin Joel. And
Yes.
I taught him to play a little song. Like Joel played the drums and Barton was on the keyboard. Like 15 minutes. And that was so rewarding.
yes.
It just took a very little time. And they played, and it was so rewarding. And 100 people have told me, oh, we love that. That's great. It was so much fun.
I saw that.
Did you
too.
see the video?
Yeah, I did see that on
Yeah.
Facebook.
So good.
My heart burst with joy
Yes.
that he wants to do that or liked it. but then it's also I'm scared to death for him.
Like, please
It's a double-edged sword, right?
No, I know.
This life is fun. It's free. It's great. It's freedom, but it's sin and misery sometimes also.
That it sure is.
Being a bar owner, you know what that is, right? Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
As you said, double-edged sword.
Yes. Yep.
Well, what is your favorite song to play, or does it matter what mood you're in?
I don't have a favorite song to play. It does matter what mood I'm in, what I play. But I do have a favorite song.
Okay.
Most people, you can't narrow down a favorite song, but I can. Don McLean, American Pie.
Really?
That's my favorite song of all time. Every time I hear it, I get a little teary-eyed.
Yep.
Because that's the day that Buddy Holly died and Richie Valens and the Big Bopper. And the marching band goes out on the field. And the players want to come back and play the game, but the marching band says, no, we're not leaving. The marching band refused to yield. Today, the music died. We're playing. Mm-hmm. You're not. It strikes me every time.
Yep.
Yes. It talks about Dylan, Rolling Stones, the Beatles.
It's pretty deep if you actually listen to it. You know, and that's one of those songs that you hear, you've probably heard 1,000 times in your life.
It's got Marty Robbins in it, Pink Carnation.
Yep.
He always wore that on his suit, Then
white sport coat.
Yes.
Pink Carnation.
That's it.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
There's so many things in that. Jumpin' Jack Flash. There's just so many things in that.
That whole story in general is just weird.
John says that was the best radio song.
Because you can take a break. It's like 11 minutes, 7 minutes.
If you need to go to the bathroom, you put on American Pie.
That's exactly right.
Or Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Yes, that's
either
a good
way.
Meatloaf is always good for that. What's the other one? One bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
Oh.
11 minutes. 11 minutes of John Lee Hooker.
There you go.
Yeah.
You just can't go wrong with that.
Now, growing up in a radio household,
Yep.
you learn those things.
Remember
the old cart tapes?
Oh, no. So there's a cart machine.
No way.
Back in the, yes. And
I have to see that.
I walked in the other day and I hadn't looked at that studio and they're cleaning things out and whatever. And I was like, there is a cart machine in
they have
this
no
studio.
idea what we're talking about.
And James looked at me like, what?
Remember erasing the tapes?
Oh,
the electromagnet?
Yeah, and you had to take your watch off so it
Yes.
didn't break it.
Yes.
And James again is going, what?
No idea.
And then
he doesn't remember when TV used to go off at night.
Right. Play the national anthem and off
Test
we
pattern.
went. Yep.
You wake up.
That is so true.
White noise, snow.
Yep.
Very good.
And then do you remember the old reel-to-reel and splicing it with the tape and oh yeah.
I'm a graduate of the recording workshop in Masseyville.
Uh-huh.
Like a recording engineer. Back then we were using reel-to-reel tape and splicing tape with a razor blade.
Yes.
And tape.
And you had this little mechanism thing that you could put it down and it would hold it for you.
What do they call that?
I can't even remember. It's been so long.
I want to say mantle, but it's not. I can't remember. Anyway,
God, we're
technology.
dating ourselves.
Yeah, right. When there used to be lead in gasoline, I remember that. There was lead in gasoline.
What were we thinking?
I remember gas being $1.25.
Oh, I can remember 99-cent gas for sure.
I remember cigarettes being $1 a pack. Now they're $7.
Yeah, right.
Right. Wow.
Where's this world going?
Well, I hope to get old someday. That's what I hope for.
Yeah. And then we'll say, do you remember when cigarettes were $7 a pack? Now they're $14.
And we also say, get off my lawn. I do that now.
There was always that person. I know. I was talking to one of my one of the guys that works in the kitchen the other day, and he said that there's a group of kids. There's an abandoned house beside his. There's a group of kids that comes every day, does stuff they're not supposed to be doing at that house.
Those abandoned houses.
Yeah, we were those kids once.
We had one next door to me at my house in Hamden.
There you go. He said, oh my God, Jen, I am the crotchety man that sits in the front porch now and yells at the kids.
Yep.
He said, that's me.
Yep, that's exactly right. I've caught myself
We've gone
doing
full
it.
circle.
I caught myself doing it. But now you're your father.
Yep, here I am.
How's your dad doing, by the way?
He's good.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
doing all right. And
knowing him, and the trailer on 788 is one of my first memories. I used to have to. My mom worked.
That trailer.
Oh, it was awful.
Oh God.
But it was so wonderful, though. I had before I went to school, Mom worked, and John worked there, so I would go there in the mornings before school.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I know about the cart tapes,
And all of that stuff.
all
yeah.
that stuff, and the news ticker, the
Yes.
AP wire coming in
Yep.
with the paper you have to tear off
It
the
had
notches.
yes, had the holes on the side.
And that's the real news.
yes.
That's how the real news came in. They
That's
put
true.
their spin on that news, right? But that's the real news. The AP wire, Associated Press wire.
That's right.
Yep.
No fake news back then.
Big Jim Davis.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Was also a DJ. He had the first set of rope lights that I ever saw.
He did. I
Yes.
forgot about that.
We used to do our dances,
Yep.
right?
Yes, I forgot about Jim Davis
Big Jim
being
Davis.
a DJ.
How about Milo Rose?
Milo?
Uh-huh.
Yep. And
Those are old
of
names.
course, the old man of rock and roll is still around.
He told me a
He
joke.
Talked to him the other day.
He told me a joke in church the other day. I can't tell it. It was so good though. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
It's awful, but it's so good.
That does not surprise me coming
It's
from him.
a quick one, but so Henny young one, but filthy. I mean,
So,
not filthy, but awful.
so the old man of rock and roll.
Yes. Hi, Greg. Thank you.
Hi, Greg. Yeah, he just rando calls me the other day, says like two things, and he's like, "Okay, I just wanted to say this to you." And,
He's
and whatever.
pretty wonderful.
He's a wonderful
very
man.
good to me.
Yeah.
For sure. Always
He is.
has a positive thing to say to me. Always lifts me up.
Yeah.
Very few people do that. Dwight Dougherty was one of those.
Oh, Dwight, I miss Dwight.
Every time I saw him, he would say, "I heard you playing. Keep doing that. You're doing a good job."
You want to talk about
It
a
meant
big old
so
teddy
much
bear?
to me. He looked so scary and was so good to me.
He was literally one of the nicest humans on earth, and he definitely, you can't judge a book by his cover
Oh,
with that one.
Oh no! I remember I used to play with Patty and Doc Byers
Uh-huh.
and Patty, and we played the Eagles right beside Marie Laveau's before they tore it down.
Yeah.
And me and Dwight had a drinking contest. I was 21, and I drink a lot then. We were stacking up our shot glasses, and they were like,
I'll bet you didn't hang with him,
"Oh yeah,
did you?
yeah,
That's impressive.
yeah." Well, that's been one of my superhuman gifts. I'm able to do that and still compose myself somehow. Most of the time, I'll say. Most of the time, not every time, but most of the time. But I can't drink beer. 3 beers, 6 beers, I'm laying on the floor, starting a fight. I'm not start a fight.
He's
guy.
a lover, not a fighter.
Right, but liquor, lots of it. Keep it coming.
Well, that's backwards.
Right? That's the story of my life, backwards.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right. Hey, you're unique.
Yep.
Love it.
Well, say what you want.
Love
That's
it.
a good word.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, give us a little more ditty
All
before
right.
you get out
I'll
of
play
here.
the banjo on one.
Love it.
I'll do one of my heroes' songs. John Hartford. He wrote "Gentle on My Mind." Glenn Campbell did it,
Yeah.
and John Hartford said it made him financially stable for the rest of his life.
Really?
Everybody says, play that Glenn Campbell song, but it's a John Hartford song. He was the very last steamboat captain on the Tennessee River, on the Mississippi. Very last one. And when he retired, he had a wheelhouse from a steamboat put on a hill by his house. And now, as you pass that on the river, that's Hartford's Bend.
Oh.
Well, he had a teacher when he was a young boy that had a actual steamboat wheelhouse in the schoolyard, and had the log books in it, had the bell, had the whistle, had the chair, and the wheel.
Yeah.
And that's how he learned to love that. And he became a riverboat captain. He was the very last one, steamboat riverboat captain.
There you go. Learn something new every day.
Let's see if I can get this in tune here. It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes So leave my sleeping bag rolled up, stashed behind your couch. It's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds, ink stains that have dried upon some line. Where I cannot see you, walking through the back roads for hours, you're gentle on my mind. The rocks and ivy planted on their columns, now that bind me. Or something that somebody said because they thought we looked good together walking. I still might run in silence, tears of joy might stain my face. The summer sun might burn me till I'm blind. Not to where I cannot see you, walking down the back roads. For hours you're gentle on my mind. Dip my cup of soup back from some gurgling, crackling cauldron in a train yard. My beard's a roughening coal pile and a dirty hat pulled low across my face. Threw cup cans round a tin can, pretend to hold you to my breast and find. You're forever on the back roads by the rivers of my memory. For hours you're gentle on my mind. You're always gentle on my mind.
And
Thank
the
you.
crowd goes wild.
Thank you, James. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you, TV Land. Have a fun Apple Festival.
That's exactly
Thank
right.
you. Don't do anything I would. Thank you for having me.
Come back and see us anytime, Bart.
Thank
Don't
you.
forget, September 23rd and 24th at the Lillian Jones Museum,
Roots
5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Oh, let me mention a
each
couple more
day.
dates if you don't care.
Absolutely. Go for it.
Every Wednesday we play the Corner Pub,
Yep.
8 to 10, no cover, cheeseburger Wednesday, $2 cheeseburgers.
Yep. Get to the pub.
Next Saturday we're Rocket Pizza
Okay.
in Wellston. No, this Saturday, 25th.
Okay.
This Saturday.
Yeah.
Rocket Pizza in Wellston. New Year's Eve, Wilkesville American Legion. The Honey Robbers. Thank
That'd
you
be
guys.
awesome.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.
Have a great day. Have a great Apple Festival.